Hello again, it's Adam Spagnolo here. This is the Local Government People's Program. We hope that you're enjoying it, watching it or listening to it. I have special guest in the studio with me at the moment, Teresa Ritchie. Teresa is a candidate in the Central Ward of the City of Joondalup. The election's coming up there in October of this year. The local government elections are hotting up everywhere. There are, 131 local authorities in Western Australia. And did you know, actually, it's quite amazing, the largest municipality in Western Australia, area-wise, and in fact, I've just found out the largest in the Southern Hemisphere, is the Shire of East Pilbara, which I think the president of the Local Government Association, I'm not sure what her name is, Craigie, Julie Craigie. Anyway, the lady concerned, I think, is from that particular shire, and it's the largest in the Southern Hemisphere, which is quite amazing. And of course, the City of Stirling is the largest municipality in Western Australia population-wise, whereas the other one, the East Pilbara Shire Council, is the largest in Western Australia area-wise. In fact, it is larger than some of the European countries like Turkey, Germany. If you look at the areas of those countries, and then you look at the East Pilbara Shire Council, you say, my God, it's quite remarkable.
It stretches quite a big landmass up in the northern corridor of our state.
In the Pilbara, yep. Now, Teresa, I want to give you a couple of minutes to tell us about why you're standing for council, what you hope to do for the city of Joondalup without giving too much away, and just basically how you feel the city of Joondalup's running and how you can make it a better place.
Thank you, Adam, for the opportunity. I'm running again for council because I've had the opportunity to actually be a member of the community, sit in the council meetings and listen. I've also had the opportunity to ask questions, make some statements as a community member. So I've had time away and I've looked at the council from the perspective of a member of the community. But I feel I can contribute a bit more now, having had the insight to what people in the community feel and how they want their community to be run, I guess. And also they're looking for people that are honest in a lot of ways, and people that they can talk to. I feel I'm, a pretty down-the-line person. I tend not to become involved in, grievances. I like to listen to what people have to say. I have been, a bit active in the community in recent times. We have had a big significant issue whereby the council were wanting to spend $100 million of ratepayer money on a performing arts centre.
Is that still going ahead, by the way?
No, it's not. I became the lead petitioner of a 597 signature petition that we presented to council on the voting night.
Yes.
We also had a significant issue of the Horse Beach closure down at Whitfords, and I assisted the community there, the community group Save the Whitfords Horse Beach, by presenting petition to the Honourable Martin Pritchard so that this could go before the Joint Standing Committee of Delegated Legislation, and hopefully we can overturn that decision. So I've been pretty active, helping out the community and just talking to people in the community as well. Just going around Woodvale, letting my community know that I plan on running again, but this time running for my own area, whereas last time I was outside of my area. But I did develop good working relationships with people.
Yes.
And I think the reason why I'm sort of looking to run again is because, like I said, I've stood out in the forum. I've been a member of the public. And I think that if you've been on council too long and you've never stepped away from that role, you can lose sight of what's important to the community.
Teresa, you mentioned previously you stood for the South Ward, is that correct?
I did, yes.
And now you're standing for the Central Ward.
Central Ward.
And I think you also made a comment in your statement there that you actually live in the Central Ward.
I do.
And that's a point that's very important to me, because I honestly believe if you're representing an area, you really need to live in an area. A lot of people would probably disagree with me, but my argument to that is if you live in an area, you're in touch with that community, you know what's going on, you feel the pain like everybody else. I have at least one opponent or two opponents, all the declared opponents that I have, none of them live in the area. They don't live in the Osborne Ward. One of them makes out that he does, but he doesn't. But, the thing is, if you live in the area, I think that you have a better handle on what's going on. And I think that that is a wise move from south to central. You're in Central Ward, you're close to home, you're in touch with the local people.
Absolutely.
And you know what's going on. And that's very, very important.
I do, my area covers Woodvale, Craigie, Belden and Callaroo. So it's quite a long stretch of area, so
Yes.
from Woodvale right up to the coast. But it's also important for me to come back to the Central Ward and represent my community, so the ratepayers that I know from my community
Yes.
where I live.
Yes.
I think it's crucial now for me in order to perform on council. That's where I'd like to be in my own area, Central Ward.
Well, Teresa, we might get you back here in the future, sometime between now and election day, just to see how things are going. Maybe you can report on what's happening at the City of Joondalup, with your election and with the City of Joondalup in general. And you never know, there might be some issue that's surfaced that you might want to raise in this forum, and you'll be very welcome to do so.
Thank you.
I want to wish you all the very best in your election. I think you're a great candidate. You've got experience, and experience counts a lot. One of the adages that used to be in local government, and it probably still is to a certain degree, is that when you get elected, you just keep quiet, sit down and listen for 4 years, and then you start doing work on the second term. It doesn't work like that.
No, you've got to work
You've
from
got
the
to
word
work from
go.
the beginning.
Understand you're running too, Adam, so coming back to council after a long absence.
Yeah, 13 years. Yeah,
Are you
13
looking
years.
forward to
I
this
am
new
very
challenge?
Much so. I am very much so.
I think it is a new challenge for us, isn't it, really?
It
Being
is.
away and
It
then...
is. I think it's given us an opportunity to sit back and actually just have a look at what's been happening at the local council, do a critique on it, a constructive critique, and look, that's what I'm all about. I've made it clear on this program before, and I'll make it clear again. What we do on this program, we're not after anybody. This is not a witch hunt. You know, we're just concerned residents, concerned ratepayers. There are people out there that have got issues that are not being listened to. We want to be heard. They want to be heard. That's what we're all about. We're not here to knock the City of Stirling, the City of Joondalup,
No,
or
not
local
at all.
government. I love local government. I love interaction with people, and I am looking forward to getting involved with people so that we can progress the area that we live in. I have 2 young boys growing up in our community, and I want to make sure that the environment is right for them, just like you do.
A lot of community people do, and this is why we choose to run. But also we like that interaction. Local government has a great interaction with community,
Yes.
as opposed to, say, state or federal government. You're right there in the heart of your community.
Yeah.
You live in the area, you work for your area, you work for your community. That's
Correct.
what local government is, being there for your community.
That's right. Well, Teresa, once again, thank you very much indeed for coming along today and helping us with the program. Your input has been very much appreciated.
Thank you for having me.
As I've mentioned, we hope to have you back here in due course, time permitting. Again, I wish you all the very best with your election. I want to thank everybody for listening in today and watching. This is the Local Government People's Program. We hope to be with you again in 2 weeks' time, so please listen out for the program. The other thing is we do have some very interesting topics coming up, and I will have another special guest, someone like Teresa, who's going to be very, very interesting to talk to and to listen to and to watch. So thanks again for watching. This has been the Local Government People's Program. Thank you for your watch and for your listening, and we look forward to having your company once again in 2 weeks' time.
And I wish you all the best, Adam, in
Thank
your
you.
campaign for the Osborne Ward, and go Osborne Ward and go Central Ward in June.
Thank you.